Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today will be another What If. As you can see from the title, this is going to be What If Turles was rebooted in Dragon Ball Super, just like Broly. Before we start, I'd like to say this was going to be my Christmas special, but I became busy and wasn't able to finish, and it has been a while. And this video is also edited by Akadmixie. His YouTube will be in the description, so go sub to him. This video wouldn't be out for a while, since school just started back up and I've been even more busy. Some of you may be confused at why this was going to be a Christmas special. Well, I've watched Dragon Ball Z, but I've also watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, the Turles movie is pretty much based around a Christmas tree instead of the Tree of Might. And I couldn't decide what to do for Christmas What If, so I was making this. So let's get into the What If. This story will start in between the Resurrection F Saga and the Universe 6 tournament. We'll go over the origins first, though. So obviously Turles is way too weak for Dragon Ball Super. So first, let's get into his backstory and see how Turles will be in this story. In this What If, Turles is born in age 732, same year as Raditz and Vegeta, and he's born with a power level of 160. He would be strong for a low Saiyan at birth. Turles would grow up going on missions. Eventually, when he was conquering a planet, he put in the wrong coordinates and went to a planet that was about Goku's Saiyan Saga, no Kaioken level in power, so about 8,000 in power. This Turles had power of about 1.2 thousand, and was a very strong kid, but he tried to conquer this planet, and he would be destroyed. This would be Keiko's planet. Keiko will be boosted in this What If, obviously, as everyone will. Turles would be thrown in a pod and sent to the Galactic Patrol Prison. I'm going to give this race a name, though. This race would be called the Koritos, which is based off the Japanese word for chocolate. So Turles would be in the Galactic Prison in the same room as Amon for 13 years. And will be 18 when the story gets interesting. Over this time, he has met Keiko, who got thrown in here. He would have been caught and thrown in this prison, where he meets Daiz and then Turles and Amon. Daiz, just like Turles, tried to conquer a planet, but was beaten and captured by a Galactic Patrol officer. But one day a riot starts going off, and a hole is blown in the prison wall, where officers come rushing for everyone who escaped. I could have made Moro and his crew escape, but this will be at a whole different end, so they will not escape early, as that would be way worse for everyone. Now then, Turles, who now has a power of 9.3 thousand after the 15 years, because he's barely gone to train, is stronger than most officers, especially with the help of Keiko, Amon, and Daiz. They eventually find 4 pods and escape. Then for the next 3.5 years, they travel where they meet the rest of the crew. They travel as the Crusher Corps for years until they hear Frieza was killed. Turles would be shocked by this, but continue on with his life with the Crusher Corps, as he hadn't seen Frieza in a while. He'd killed a few soldiers here and there, but nothing much. Well, they stopped on a planet which they killed everyone on. This was a planet with stories that would have knowledge of the gods. It would show a Super Saiyan God ritual and more. The thing that catches the eye of Turles the most, though, is the Kai tree. Apparently, gods of creation are born on this tree, but also a fruit grows on this tree. So the Kai tree in the story will be mixed with the Tree of Might. A fruit grows on this tree that the Kais don't eat for some reason, which isn't in the story on this planet. Obviously, by this point, Lakase and Razin have joined the Crusher Corps. Now we skip all the way to age 779, where Turles finally has found a way to the Kais. He had somehow gotten to their planet. The Crusher Corps see what Turles has been talking about throughout these years. Turles looks at the tree as he flies to the top. He sees lots of red fruit. He takes one and takes a bite. His power increases an insane amount, which he is shocked by. This fruit is not dangerous to eat. Turles had read that in the stories, although he was confused, since the Kais had never eaten them, he thought. He thought of the word 5. That is how much he'd eat with the amount that there is. Each member of the Crusher Corps gets 2 of them also. To eat one of these whole, it gives a godly boost, which shocks Turles. He wonders why the Kai didn't eat these. The power multiplier would have them as strong as Beerus, possibly. But after all these boosts, the Kais and the Z-Fighters sense this. They Kai to the Z-Fighters, and then Kai to the world of the Kais. Goku and Vegeta sense this, as Goku will use instant transmission to get there if they need help. Now then, before these boosts, let's go over their powers. Turles would have a power of 670,000 before the boost. Daiz and Keiko with 605,000 before it. Amon has a power of 640,000 before it. And Razin and Lakase have a power of 530,000. With this boost, Turles is about Super Saiyan God level with 5 suits, which is insane as this is God Ki absorbed and Super Saiyan God level added on to that. Daiz and Kikyo are Super Saiyan 2 Goku level with God Ki absorbed, so that's Ultimate Gohan level in the Tournament of Power arc. Razin and Lakase are Super Saiyan level, and Amon is Super Saiyan 3 level. So that's pretty crazy to see as these guys are all very strong. And this is because Amon had 2.5 fruit, he got an even more boost, and was already stronger than everyone else except for Turles. Everyone arrives on the Kai's planet. Gohan uses Super Saiyan, which he's able to use now a bit better. Goten and Trunks, who were there, are also in Super Saiyan as well. Turles is shocked that Super Saiyan actually exists, but he read it in the story, so he's not that shocked. His new power is way stronger though. Goten and Trunks rush at Razin and Lakase, but just Razin alone punches both to the ground. Piccolo and Gohan try to fight Daiz, but even alone would lose, and then Kikyo comes and helps by slamming Gohan to the ground. Shin then Kai's DBS planet. He then explains that the Kai world is being attacked by these guys called the Crusher Corps, who are stronger than everyone there. Goku and Vegeta then decide to go with Shin. Meanwhile in the Kai's world, Krillin, Goten, and Trunks rush at Razin and Lakase, who steps in and knees Krillin up while Razin blasts Goten and Trunks. Piccolo throws a punch at Daiz, but his arm is caught and he's thrown to the ground. Kikyo then lifts up Gohan and slams him into the ground, which brings Gohan into a lot of pain. Goten and Trunks fuse into Gotenks and use Super Saiyan 3 as they rush Razin. They punch him with all their force, but Lakase delivers a punch as Razin bounces back with a knee to the stomach. Gotenks is overwhelmed as he is about to be killed when Goku arrives and kicks the two who are off guard. Vegeta then throws him to the ground as both Saiyans burst to Super Saiyan, which isn't enough, so they both use Super Saiyan 2 and send Razin and Lakase away knocked out into a mountain. Goku and Vegeta rush at Daiz and Kikyo, who try to work together, but Goku and Vegeta split them up. Piccolo and Gohan try to help as Amon steps in and slams them both to the ground and starts pounding on them. Piccolo throws a punch, but his hand is caught and pulled off of his body by Amon. Piccolo screams in pain, and Amon is about to kill him before Goku blasts Kikyo away and fires a Kamehameha at Amon, sending him back. But not before Kikyo rushes him again, but he's kneed by Goku, who then goes Super Saiyan 3 and blasts Kikyo away. As Vegeta finishes off Daiz, Amon is then rushed by both Vegeta and Goku using Super Saiyan God, as they deliver a huge right hook which sends Amon flying into a mountain, which he destroys with the impact. Turles knows that this is the form that he read about, the Pure Saiyan Zuna ritual. He then would power up and fire Kill Driver, which sends the two Saiyans to the ground as Turles fires a meteor burst, but the blast does nothing. Turles saw the blast disperse. The two Saiyans use Super Saiyan Blue as they start pummeling Turles. He backs up, he flies to the tree and eats one more fruit and then says, with this boost in form, he'll win. He throws up a key ball, and Vegeta recognizes as Turles mutters, "Burst, open and mix!" Turles grows in size as he looks up, becoming a great giant. He rushes the two Saiyans, and he tried to stomp them, but they dodge. Turles, though, before he destroys the Kai's planet, feels a sharp pain in his back. Krillin had awoken and cut it off with a destructo disc. On his way down, Goku fires a Kamehameha, but Turles' keys flares up as his eyes turn green and his hair turns golden. This was Super Saiyan. He had learned it just by looking at it. With his strength, he was able to unlock it. Turles flies down and slams his elbow into Vegeta, sending him to the ground. Goku rushes him, but Turles dodges and hits Goku straight in the face with a meteor burst. Turles fires a blast at Vegeta, which causes a lot of smoke to start, as Krillin attempts to fire another destructo disc, but Turles dodges and fires a meteor burst. Krillin can't be sensed anymore. Goku's ki flares up and he flies at Turles, and delivers a meteor crush, then a super Kamehameha, but Turles fires back with a Kill Driver, which sends Goku down, hurt, and injured. Turles charges up a ball of ki in his hand as he attempts to punch through Goku's chest, but Goku uses instant transmission. Goku, who is hurt, fires a full power Super Kamehameha, and Turles tries to block it. The blast is even until Final Flash comes at Turles. As well, he's about to lose the blast, but a Mon far away had half the fruit left. As he throws it with all his force and it lands next to Turles, who eats it, and overpowers the two Saiyans who were sent far away. This Turles was far stronger than Goku and Vegeta. Turles starts punching Goku into the ground as he then throws him into a mountain where he's hit by Vegeta, who is also thrown there by Turles. Goku and Vegeta are about to lose until Shin arrives with two senzu beans. They eat them, but before Shin leaves, they think of what they were told: fight together. They ask if Shin has the Patara, even though they think it to be permanent. They take them and are about to put one on when Vegeta hesitates for just 1 second, and this is the end for them. Turles flies by faster than anyone can see and punches Vegeta, breaking his jaw as Vegeta drops the Patara earring that Turles stomps, breaking it. Goku throws a punch that is caught by Turles. He knees Goku, who coughs up blood. Turles knows there is no way he will lose, so he decides to start toying around with them. Goku tries to punch Turles, but his arm is broken by an elbow to it. Vegeta will try for one last attack as he charges a final flash in his hands and fires it. But Turles dodges, and the blast hits Goku, who is blown away. Turles is about to end him both when he feels like he's fading away. This is why the Kais never ate the fruit. It was made of Kai energy. Since the Kais and God of Destruction are linked, the God of Destruction planted fruits in the trees and Kai energy. This was for some reason not able to erase them, possibly because it was their own Kai energy, but even the gods don't know why. Turles fades away as he is erased. And yes, this is a weird way for it to end, but I thought I'd make it a little fun, and that's how I did it without them fusing, because I still want them to fuse in the Goku Blocks arc. I did think this was kind of fun, and I know it's a little crazy how they died, a little dumb too, but I do hope you guys enjoyed. And yes, Krillin wasn't dead actually, Shin just teleported him away. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this what if. It was fun to write. Also, let's try and hit 450 subs by the end of the month. And I'll see you guys next time with What If Tian was saying. Sorry for the delay on that. So anyway guys, before I go, join my Discord and follow me on Twitter. I'll see you in the next one.